Sometimes you think a hookup is just a night, but what if it's a start of everything you never expected? Jordan and Casey, in a dimly lit bar, sharing a drink after hours. Just this once, and the world falls away. Back to the office. The morning sun hits Jordan's desk as Casey walks by, brushing close enough that she feels it. Neither speaks, but their silence is deafening. Rumors float around the office, whispers of late nights, of secrets. Jordan grips her coffee tighter, trying to appear unfazed, but the corner of her mouth betrays her. Casey smirks slightly, as if he knows. Them laughing over coffee in a quiet cafe far from work. The chemistry is undeniable. His hand lingers near hers. She hesitates, torn between the rules she lived by and the feelings she never asked for. Jordan, we thought we could control it. We thought no one would find out. But love doesn't play by the rules, and neither do secrets. The sound of a heartbeat and the faint echo of Casey's voice. What if this isn't just a fling? Jordan? What if it's everything? Jordan and Casey work side by side every day, surrounded by deadlines, endless meetings, and the unspoken rules of the office. On the surface, they keep it strictly professional, but underneath, there's an undeniable tension that neither can shake. Every stolen glance across the room, every accidental brush of hands during a file exchange, feels like a spark they try to ignore. They both know the risks office gossip spreads fast, but the chemistry is impossible to hide. One night, the office is nearly empty, the glow of computer screens lighting their tired faces as they push through the final hours of a high-stakes project. The clock ticks past midnight, and with the last file uploaded, relief washes over them. Casey leans back with a grin. We deserve a drink after this. Jordan hesitates, then agrees, thinking it harmless. At a nearby bar, laughter flows as freely as the drinks. The walls they've built around themselves crumble with every shared story, every teasing smile. Soft at first, then pouring. They don't care. One drink becomes two, then three. Somewhere between laughter and silence, Casey leans in. Jordan doesn't pull back. The kiss is electric, charged with all the tension they've been bottling up for months. That kiss leads to a night they'll never forget, a night that was supposed to be just that, one night. The next morning, sunlight spills through the blinds as Jordan wakes up, heart pounding. Reality sets in. This wasn't supposed to happen. She gathers her things quietly, not wanting to break the fragile magic of the moment. Casey stays, giving her a soft smile. No awkward apologies, just a mutual understanding. We keep this casual, she says. He nods. No strings. They agree, believing they can handle it. But as days turn into weeks, what they thought they could control begins to take over. Every time their eyes meet across the office, every time they brush past each other in the hallway, the pull grows stronger. The secret becomes harder to hide, and so do the feelings they swore they wouldn't have. Love creeps in quietly, breaking the rules they set, rewriting everything they thought they knew. Jordan throws herself back into wake, determined to bury what happened under spreadsheets and deadlines, but every time she catches Casey's eyes across the office, her resolve crumbles. Their casual arrangement quickly becomes anything but casual. Lunchtime coffees turn into lingering conversations, shared rides home end with stolen kisses in the car. The risk excites them, but the feelings scare them even more. One evening, the office buzz quiets as people leave for the night. Jordan stays behind, finishing reports, when Casey walks in holding 2 cups of coffee. You're still here, he teases. She smirks. Someone has to keep this place running. They share a moment, laughter fading into silence that feels dangerously intimate. He steps closer. Jordan, we said this was just fun, but I can't stop thinking about you. She tries to hold back, but the truth slips out. Neither can I. Their lips meet again. And this time, it's not about passion, it's about something real. The next day, rumors start to swirl. A co-worker saw them leaving together, and whispers fill the break room. Jordan panics, pulling Casey aside. We can't let this blow up in our faces. My career or promotion, we could lose everything. Casey takes her hand, firm but gentle. Then tell me what you want, because I'm willing to risk it. As they struggle to keep their secret, the office tension grows. A jealous colleague drops in to the boss, and Jordan is called into a meeting about professional boundaries. She denies everything, but the stress eats at her, Later that night, Casey finds her sitting on the office rooftop, staring at the city lights. "I can't do this anymore," she says, tears in her eyes. "The hiding, the fear, it's tearing me apart." He sits beside her, brushing away her tears. "Then let's stop hiding. Let's fight for this." When a job offer sends Casey to another city, their fragile world shatters. He doesn't tell her at first, afraid she'll pull away. She finds out through a co-worker, feeling betrayed. "Were you ever going to tell me?" she demands. "I didn't want to lose you," he says, "but I can't ask you to choose me over your career." Jordan walks away, heartbroken, convinced it's over. Days later, during a major presentation, she looks up to find Casey in the back of the room. When the meeting ends, he approaches her, ignoring the stays. "I turned down the job," he says simply, "because none of this means anything without you." The office falls silent as he takes her hand. Jordan hesitates, then smiles through tears. "You really are terrible at keeping things casual." They kiss, not caring who sees, finally choosing love over fear. The whispers around them fade into nothing as they walk out of the office together, hand in hand, ready to face whatever comes next. Jordan and Casey begin to drift close in ways neither of them expected. What started as a one-time hookup slowly turns into something deeper as they start spending more time together outside the office. Lunch breaks become their escape from the world, shared sandwiches on a park bench, laughter over inside jokes no one else would understand. On weekends, they send each other playlists, songs filled with lyrics they are too afraid to say out loud. In late-night phone calls, Casey talks about the walls he's built since a painful breakup years ago, and Jordan shares pieces of herself she's never let anyone see. The more they open up, the more the line between casual and real begins to blur. But the office is not blind. Whispers start to spread. A co-worker notices the way Jordan's face lights up when Casey walks into the room, or how his eyes follow her when she leaves a meeting. The gossip grows louder, the tension heavier. Jordan becomes hyper-aware of every glance, every touch. She pulls back, afraid of being the subject of office scandal. Casey feels a distance and confronts her in a quiet hallway one evening. "You're scared," he says softly. "You think this is going to ruin us." She looks away, her voice trembling. "I just don't want to lose everything I've worked for." He takes a step closer. "And what if what we have is worth more than all of it?" Their feelings grow undeniable, but so do the risks. Every moment together outside the office feels like borrowed time dinners where their hands linger too long across the table, drives where silence feels like love, and nights where they can't help but fall asleep in each other's arms. Yet, back in the office, they act like strangers, the weight of secrecy crushing them. Jordan tells herself it's just friends with benefits, but her heart knows better. Casey, once guarded, now fears losing the only person who makes him feel alive. The struggle consumes them, choosing between the safety of what they agreed on or the danger of admitting they've fallen for each other. As the rumors spread like wildfire, they realize they are standing at a crossroads. Keep hiding and risk losing everything, or take the leap and face whatever comes. The more Jordan tries to keep her emotions under control, the more uncontrollable they become. One rainy evening, after a long day of dodging stays and office whispers, she finds herself at Casey's apartment, soaked to the bone. He opens the door, surprised, and without a word she falls into his arms. They sit by the window, listening to the rain, and for the first time Jordan admits what she's been fighting. "I'm scared of this because it feels too real." Casey cups her face and whispers, "That's how I know it's worth it." The next few weeks are a whirlwind of secret moments and raw honesty. They explore the city together at night when no one's watching, share stories about childhood dreams and heartbreaks, and slowly, Jordan's walls crumble completely. She realizes she's not just falling for him, she's already fallen. Casey, who has spent years avoiding commitment, finds himself craving a future with her, but the office tension doesn't ease. Their boss begins to notice their closeness, and the jealous co-worker fans the flames with half-truths and pointed comments. Jordan overhears her name in hushed conversations, the word unprofessional slicing through her like a blade. During a meeting, she catches Casey watching her, and the intensity of his gaze almost breaks her facade. That night, she tries to end things, convincing herself it's safer. "We said no strings. Remember," she says coldly. Casey's jaw tightens. You're not walking away because you don't care. You're walking away because you care too much. They spend a few painful days apart, both miserable, both pretending to be fine. Jordan throws herself into work, but every song on her playlist, every empty coffee cup, reminds her of him. Casey nearly accepts the out-of-town job he'd been offered weeks ago, thinking it's the only way to let her go. At the last moment, he changes his mind. On the day of the company's biggest presentation, tensions are at their peak. Jordan delivers her speech flawlessly, though her heart is pounding for reasons far beyond the work. When she steps down from the stage, she sees Casey standing at the back, watching her like she's the only person in the room. The whispers start immediately as he walks straight toward her, ignoring every rule and every stare. He stops in front of her, voice steady but loud enough for everyone to hear. "I don't care who knows. I'm done hiding how I feel." Gasps ripple through the office as he takes her hand. For a split second, Jordan freezes and she smiles, tears shining in her eyes, and squeezes his hand back. Without caring about the consequences, they walk out together. The world may judge, the office may gossip, but none of it matters. For the first time, they've chosen each other completely. As their secret relationship grows deeper, so does the pressure from the outside world. Just when things begin to feel stable, Casey receives an offer for a high-profile job in another city. Unsure how to tell Jordan without breaking her heart, he keeps the news to himself, hoping to find the right moment. But secrets have a way of surfacing, and Jordan learns about the offer from an overheard conversation in the break room. The sting of betrayal hits her hard. That night, she confronts him with trembling hands and a voice laced with hurt. "Were you just planning to leave and not say anything? Was I just convenient until something better came along?" Casey tries to explain. "I didn't tell you because I was scared. Scared you'd think I was choosing ambition over us. But the truth is, I'd give it all up if it meant keeping you." The tension between them is thick, the silence even thicker. For a moment, Jordan doubts everything they built, wondering if love can survive secrets. She turns away, tears streaking her face. "I can't do this if I don't know where we stand, Casey." He steps closer, heart in his throat, and says with raw honesty, "We stand together if you'll have me. I love you, Jordan. This isn't just a fling for me. You're it." The words hang in the air, breaking the last of her walls. Jordan meets his gaze, her voice soft but firm. "I love you too, but don't ever shut me out again." With that, the rift between them heals, replaced by something stronger than before. Casey calls the other city the next day and turns down the offer, choosing love over career. Days later, the office hums with its usual rhythm, but something has changed. In the middle of the bustling floor, their eyes meet from across the room. There are no words, no dramatic gestures, just a meaningful look filled with unspoken promises and a quiet understanding that this is only the beginning. Jordan smiles softly, Casey smiles back. The world around them blurs, leaving only the two of them in focus. Weeks pass, and the office slowly adapts to what everyone suspected all along. Whispers turn into knowing smiles. Even the gossip loses its bite when it becomes clear Jordan and Casey are stronger than ever. They no longer bother with hiding, though they keep it professional at work. Their chemistry is undeniable, glowing in the smallest gestures. The way Casey places her coffee on her desk before meetings. The way Jordan straightens his tie as he heads into a presentation. Their love is no longer a secret burden, but a quiet force that lifts them both higher. One afternoon, during a company event, a sudden power outage plunges the building into darkness. Panic ripples through the office. But in the dim glow of emergency lights, Jordan feels Casey's hand slide into haze. In that moment, surrounded by uncertainty, she realizes how far they've come from one reckless night to a partnership that feels unbreakable. They exchange a smile that says everything words cannot. They survive the rumors, the fear, the misunderstandings. They've chosen each other, and that choice keeps them grounded no matter what comes next. Later, standing by the office window overlooking the city, Jordan leans against Casey's shoulder. The sun sets, painting the skyline gold. "So," she says with a teasing grin, "still glad you stayed?" He chuckles, pressing a kiss to her temple. "Every single day." The camera pulls back, capturing them silhouetted against the glowing cityscape, hand in hand, ready for whatever the future holds.